Tress Miller found himself in a quiet funeral home corridor, managing his mortgage pipeline while grieving his wife. Suddenly, he overheard a stressed family nearby arguing about an immediate problem: what to do with their mother's house. Just down the hall, an identical conversation played out. Two men were debating if a reverse mortgage could keep their surviving grandparent comfortably at home. These grieving families were forced to navigate complicated financial and real estate decisions at the exact moment they were most exhausted and vulnerable. A funeral director noticed Truss and showed him a space designed specifically for surviving family members, the aftercare room. Inside, families could access a network of established resources to help them navigate the coming months. There was guidance from Medicare advisors, help from estate planning attorneys, and support for finalizing arrangements. But there was a glaring omission. In this entire network of experts, no one was equipped to answer complex questions about housing options, home equity, or transitioning real estate. Identifying that structural gap completely reframed the mortgage professional's potential role. A loan officer could step into this ecosystem as a necessary guide. Truss altered his approach with local funeral homes. He stopped asking them for client referrals. He started asking funeral directors what housing questions their family struggled with most, and offered his specific expertise to help solve them. He discovered that the most proactive funeral homes already hosted trusted community educational seminars for their communities. A mortgage loan officer didn't need to build an audience from scratch. They simply needed to offer value to a program that already existed. This graphic illustrates that exact ecosystem. A central homeowner is supported by a network of distinct professionals, managing specific verticals of family care. At the bottom right is the mortgage professional. Their role is strictly defined, educating families on housing options, downsizing, and reverse mortgages. Within this network, a loan officer's most powerful tool is their ability to confidently introduce a family to the other trusted experts in the room. These collaborative community seminars follow a tight, controlled format. Each participating professional is given exactly 5 to 8 minutes to speak. The presentations are entirely stripped of product pitching. The content is kept conversational, practical, and heavily focused on answering the questions families actually ask. Trez uses his background as a skilled magician to incorporate brief professional illusions into his presentation. This lowers the audience's defenses and makes complex housing concepts remarkably easy to remember. You don't need to learn sleight of hand to make this work. The core requirement is simply finding your own authentic, engaging way to connect with a room full of stressed people. By removing the pressure of an aggressive close and prioritizing clear education, you enter these families' lives as an invited, respected expert. Providing education builds community trust. The operational challenge is turning that education into viable business without relying on aggressive sales tactics. The solution happens at the end of the seminar through a simple gift basket drawing. To enter the drawing, attendees fill out a short, specialized questionnaire. Rather than a generic contact form, the sheet asks specific questions tied to each presenter's domain. The attorney asks about wills, the Medicare advisor asks about healthcare, and the mortgage professional asks about housing. Attendees check only the boxes they actually want help with. This provides a clear standard for their follow-up. You contact only the specific attendees who explicitly checked the box requesting housing information. Relying strictly on explicit permission creates a pipeline of high-trust conversations that standard lead generation methods simply cannot match. This approach replaces a high-friction mortgage funnel with a supportive, low-friction community ecosystem. Loan officers who adopt this framework stop burning out on bad internet leads. They integrate into a local professional network, becoming a vital pillar of support for older homeowners. If you are an ethical, service-minded professional looking to build a career based on community support rather than transactional volume, this framework is built for you. Connect with the Truss Miller team to learn the full operational mechanics of these educational partnerships. When a business is built on solving problems and serving families first, growth follows the trust and professional relationships established in the community.